2012 was a very interesting year for religion, conflict, and peace building. It started off with uncertainty when we found out the Quran was burned in Afghanistan, and there were major protests around the world against the burning of the Quran by U.S. military forces. But we learned that through USIP efforts that we were able to advise and counsel various agencies and colleagues and NGOs in Afghanistan to learn to deal with religious institutions or religious communities, and learn that there needs to be more sensitivities towards culture and tradition of that region. Later in the year, we found that there was a movie that was released called The Innocence of Muslims, where there were outbreaks of violent protest against the film. What's interesting about this film is that there's at least 2 or 3 camps. The majority of those thought this was an insignificant film that had no relevance to the actual tradition of Islam. The others, a small minority, thought this film was really and truly reflected American sentiments about the tradition of Islam. I think those folks used that time to exploit the situation for political ends and to use violence to assert their power in the street. We found out there was a very small margin within the community. What's amazing about this is we find in my book, Crescent and Dove, where we have specific peace-building skills and activities and essays analyzing how to resolve conflict while religious leaders take the lead on this. We find that they've done this through our work and cooperation, both in Iraq, Pakistan, and elsewhere. For example, in Iraq, we found that the Sunni, Shia, and Christian dialogues that have been going on for several years have really advanced to sophisticated levels, and thinking about an interfaith center in Baghdad. We've also seen the training of imams make a major impact, and now more imams are learning about religious peace building and interfaith projects. In Pakistan, we found that advanced mediation skills and negotiation skills help them think about preserving their tradition and also their communities from attacks from violent extremists. We also found that our work in peace education and conflict resolution studies are really helping students in religious schools to think about alternative means to expressing themselves other than violence. All throughout the year 2012, we see wonderful things and negative things, but we've seen that USIP's work is helping religious communities toward